Kia ora and welcome to another episode of Pat's Picks. Now this week I've chosen Return to Forever by Corea. Released in September 1972, this album served a dual purpose as a Korea solo album and also as an introduction to the group which would share the album's name. Featuring on this album you have Corea on Fender Rhodes electric piano, Flora Purim on vocals and percussion, Erto Moreira on drums and percussion, Joe Farrell on flutes and soprano sax, as well as Stanley Clarke on electric and double basses. This was one of the landmark electric jazz albums and charted Corea and his group on a path towards jazz fusion supremacy. Corea really allows the silvery sounds of the Fender Rhodes to shine on this album, favouring a purely electromechanical approach, so no sign of the synthesizers that would be utilised on later Return to Forever albums. Corea weaves together his Spanish influences and his jazz roots, and further explores the electric jazz which he was pioneering with Miles Davis on the likes of In a Silent Way and Bitches Brew. Although later Return to Forever albums would head more to the rock end of the spectrum, this album is notably more Latin infused, with Purim's ethereal vocals and her husband Moreira's Latin percussion. Joe Farrell's woodwind work across this album is absolutely superb and shines most, I think, on the subdued and plaintive track Crystal Silence. I've always considered the A-side of this album to be an entree to the B-side, all of which is taken up by the 26-minute epic Some Time Ago La Fiesta. That track starts out with an inquiring electric piano introduction from Corea, after which Clarke is unleashed on the double bass and exhibits some explorative and melodic playing which pushes the boundaries of his instrument. After a frantic fluty interlude, the track then morphs in another direction, with Corea exploring some of the Spanish motifs which would become fully fledged on the follow-up to this album, Light as a Feather. So if you're interested in jazz fusion and progressive music in general, this is the album for you. This has been Pat's Picks, Corea, Return to Forever.